All right, we enjoyed some quiet conditions on our Sunday, and in fact, we broke that string of cooler than 40-degree weather if you missed that. So not a bad thing as far as I'm concerned, and a chance to get caught up outdoors. But we have another day tonight and into the very early hours tomorrow. And if you have the time to, if you're capable of or can hire someone to clear that extra weight off your roof, not a bad idea. Also, keep in mind that the two-day event with a lot of wind will cause some concerns for those ranchers out there with livestock, young or not. Protecting them from the drifting snow will be a challenge, and because of the wind, snow, and even ice, there could be some power issues. So here's a look at the snowfall forecast once again. Lower amounts south and east of Fargo, Fergus Falls, and down to the south, but we're still talking 3 to 5 inches on the lower end for those locations. It really ramps up as you see the purples. Most in the purple or beyond will get at least 8 inches of snow, and up to 14 in this area. Now, Fargo, Grand Forks sit in this pinkish shade. That's a foot. It's a good bet we will see a foot in both of our major communities on the Red River Valley here, with as many as 18 inches as it ramps up here. There's going to be a narrow band of very heavy snow, 15 inches to over 2 feet for isolated places. So there's going to be a lot of snow here. The James River Valley, Devil's Lake Basin, most of our viewing area, Sisseton Hills, always a target. We'll keep you posted there. And oh, by the way, Bismarck could very closely challenge their record, all-time record for snowfall with this system. We'll keep you posted on that. There's icing to be concerned about as well, but mainly to the south and east of our viewing area. Travel is going to be difficult to impossible, and we encourage you not to do so. Temperatures are very cold up north, and this temperature regime is something that's very important. We can get that wet, heavy, sticky snow down to the south where it's warmer, but fluffier flakes. So that's a challenge for forecasting snowfall amounts. It's that temperature highly dependent on the type of snow we get. Right now, we're dealing with reduced visibility. Look at Detroit Lakes. It's under a quarter of a mile visibility there. And in places in the Northern Valley, we're seeing low clouds, fog, and some snow showers showing up on the radar. Here's the main event. It's starting to take off, starting its engines out there in the Black Hills of South Dakota. Hour by hour forecast. When's it start, Hutch? Here you go. Down near the South Dakota border, it gets going around 7 a.m. Most of us very quiet to begin the day. Not a lot of wind as it gets going. Now, by the time we get to the midday hour, the snow just begins on the I-94 and Highway 10 corridor. The wind starts increasing, and it will be upwards of 30 miles per hour or so. We will have some accumulations down south, and the snow pushes northward for that evening drive. So most of us will get snow flying. There'll be icing taking place between here and the cities, and the wind starts to pick up immensely. You want to be where you're going to be by late morning at the latest, and then the snow will really start to accumulate as we go through the night hours and overnight. Look at the dark blues. It just lingers right here in this area all night long. The wind shifts from a northeasterly direction, and overnight and into Wednesday it becomes northerly for you ranchers that want to protect livestock. That means the drifts will come from that direction. Then the wind really picks up as we go through Wednesday morning. The heaviest batch of snow moves out. We will have these streamers or bands set up that will be persistent all day long on Wednesday. We'll have blowing and drifting snow and impossible travel, we'll call it, as that wind continues to lock up area roads. You can get the latest on road conditions, closures, and delays right on the Valley News Live weather app. We encourage you today to search VNL Weather in your app store as we close out our wintry week. First Alert Weather Day is called a week ago today. As we get through Wednesday, things quiet down substantially. Temperatures with a few lingering flurries on Thursday, then quiet for Good Friday, and Easter Sunday looking quiet as well. Check out these temperatures. We're going into a warming trend. We're adding moisture on top of some very wet banks of snow across the valley, and look at this, quiet but warm. So the melting will take place. We will keep you on top of this, but this is going to impact our flooding concerns, and we'll keep you posted as far as where those hot spots are expected to be and how that changes as we go through the next week.
It's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
Very interesting. Thanks, Hutch. With some major roads expected to close tomorrow as the storm moves through, we ask, how many times has the interstate closed this year? How's that compared to years past? We'll have those numbers for you next.